And last but not least, we are now going to look at the coastal plains. That is where we live. I probably drew this line a little bit too far to the east. It should probably go more in here, but not much, okay? You can't blame me. I was doing it with my finger on a computer screen. All right, so this area is hot and humid and prone to tropical storms. Right, this is actually a aerial photo of Harvey as it was slamming into the Texas coast. As I'm speaking, Harvey just hit the Texas coast less than a week ago, and we experienced quite a bit of rain due to Harvey directly. But we are very happy and feel blessed that we did not get damage in this area. So continuing right along, I also want you to know that this area, the coastal plains, is rich in lumber. And that is what you see, pine trees all over East Texas. A lot of the rest of the country, when they think of Texas, they think of dusty, dry cowboy movies, and they don't realize that we have this area in East Texas called the Piney Woods that is forested. And then I also want you to know that this is a huge area for petrochemical, for petroleum, for natural gas. And you see this all over the Nacogdoches area and all the way through this whole region. We have a lot of petrochemical wells, natural gas, and other things. And then, of course, down in Houston, we have the largest refineries in the world in the Houston area. I think Beaumont actually has the largest refinery in the world. We also have this thing called the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway, and there it is. You see, I've circled it. You see there's a group of islands that are right close to the coast. Some of those are natural, some of those are man-made, and they're man-made to create this waterway. And it connects over here, so you can get in a boat and just go along the coast, and then you can connect to all these states in the United States, which is great for commerce and selling things and also for buying things. So if you can make something in Texas, you can get it to a lot of other places in the United States by barge. And what a barge is where they tow a boat. It's like a trailer on the ocean or on the sea, and they trailer these barges all the way up into these areas, and notice all the way up to the Great Lakes, and therefore up to Canada. Quite interesting, yes. Okay. Let's look at the interactive map, because I want you to see all the different subregions within the region, the subregions. First of all, let's just go ahead and start with the Piney Woods subregion. And you can see there are no major cities. Well, okay, Beaumont. Beaumont is right there in the bottom, and some would even say Houston in the Piney Woods region. I wouldn't call Houston the Piney Woods. I don't see pine down there, and I've not been to Beaumont enough to tell you if you see pines there. But somebody who drew this map says it is. Okay, fine. That's all right. And now let's look at the Gulf Coast Plain. This is the part that was hugely damaged in such a big way by the storm, by Harvey, because it's right on the coast, and there was lots of flooding, and these rivers overflowed the Colorado, the Brazos, and I think that's probably the Trinity. Here's the Sabine. They all flooded badly during the storm. I find this one really interesting, and I'm actually pretty newly aware of it. This is called the Post-Oak Belt, and notice there are no major cities in it, but there's a certain kinds of trees that grow right there. Pretty neat, huh? The Blackland Prairie contains Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas, three of the largest cities in the state. And you have the South Texas Plain. South Texas Plain is very different than the Piney Woods. It's drier, so you have a much more dry area here. The major cities are what? Dallas, Waco, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Pasadena, Beaumont. Houston, Pasadena, Beaumont, large metroplex. You have Dallas, but remember that Dallas is also right next to Fort Worth because the North Central Plains and the coastal plains come right together right here. Okay, and if we click minor cities, we get Nacogdoches. Yay, we're on the map. All right, so I have a question. Why do more people live in this region than any other region in the state? Talk about that for a second.